What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stella, and I'm here representing Stella Talks Real Talk with the fam here in Track World Studios with my brother Dip Dollars.
What's up?
Yes, and my sis from another Mr. CC. What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate y'all coming through on the show. You know, I have a very important topic that I want to bring up, but I feel like it's trending all over the internet. And it's a big issue that I feel like it's a lot of opinions and everybody have their own perspective, and I would like to know you guys' perspective
what is that?
On this topic about the Gucci and Prada new product that they came out with. Oh God! That I know Gucci apologized for, and Prada did as well, but Gucci pulled their product off the market right away after the backlash, and Prada, I'm not sure.
Here is a picture of the sweater Gucci was going to sell. I mean, really not that obvious, right? Like, black people wasn't going to notice. Oh, gosh.
Took their product off the market, but they did apologize.
Okay.
They did apologize. You know.
What was it with Gucci that they took off the market?
They took off the item that pretty much represented a black face.
Okay.
You know, and Prada, they had a basically a purse that they had a monkey, like, or what a lot of people think is a black person kind of hanging from the clutch of the bag.
Oh, you mean this monkey-looking doll? Or is that supposed to be a black person or black woman?
I have a question. Okay.
How do you get everyone on the same page, you know?
Exactly. That's what we need to come up with a plan.
That is a great example of what I want to get into. Because how do y'all feel about Dapper Dan?
Dapper Dan. Inform me about Dapper Dan. I actually don't know who that is.
Okay. Dapper Dan is a designer that used to use fabric from Gucci and high-end designers to design his own, his own stuff. And I mean, long story short, he wasn't really acknowledged. You know, in his day, he wasn't really acknowledged. So, long story short, due to what's going on now, right? On base the blackface issue, and it's obvious looking like it's a racist thing that's this brand is projecting. Due to that, how do we all remove ourselves, but yet we're in there because Dapper Dan is a black man that's now currently designing for these people. You understand?
Wow.
So,
well, that's how they do it. I mean, look, we all, a black company has white employees, and most of these white dominated companies have a lot of black employees. So you got a point there with that collaboration, and that's where it like you said before, how do we start? For a person like him, even if he agrees with us 100%, how does he just turn down a contract or just pull out from, their season? I'm sure they plan their quarter, ahead or in advance. So it's like, do you just pull out because, I feel this way? Do you, what's that football player? And, that basically they fired. They took away his.
You're talking about
Kaepernick.
Colin.
Right, because of his belief.
Yeah.
And he stuck to his belief. And not only him, there's not a lot of other artists that supported him. But you know what's funny?
That's why people are not gonna miss the contracts, and that's why they're not gonna quit.
But the funny thing is,
because they don't have the support. We're not strong enough as a culture to come together and say, you know what, this is it.
Why can't we be?
Forget that. We're gonna be our own kings and queens. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna have our own businesses and support ourselves and lift ourselves up. They don't have that in them. That's why they're not gonna sit there and, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna quit. They're not gonna stand up, because who's standing up? We don't have enough leaders.
But we can create those leaders.
That's what we need to do.
Yes.
By how to do it. That's all. That's the question in the air. That's the question mark just roaming around.
Yeah.
How to do it.
Well,
I know how to do it.
Would you still buy? Have you ever bought a Gucci or a Prada?
No.
Product? No.
I'm not gonna lie. I had someone buy it for me, but I never bought it.
You never spent your own hard-earned money on any of those products.
Louis Vuitton, yes, but not that. But I've bought Tommy Hilfiger, and listen, yes, that man said that he don't like black people.
No,
he didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that per se.
No, he didn't say that.
He said he didn't make his clothes for black
people.
And what are you getting out of that? I don't make my clothes for black people. After you done seen all these black people buy your stuff, well, that's the same thing. It's not about. Come on.
So wait, let me ask you.
It's the same thing, and I bought it, and I'm sitting here to say I bought it after. Yes, I have, and it's not because I like him. No, it's not.
It was because it was convenient for you.
It's very convenient. It's very cheap now. Everybody know what I'm talking about.
So that goes back to us.
But no,
to put our foot down.
I'm not dumb. No, I don't. I would not buy it today in 2019, and I would have never bought it in 2018 or 17 or 16. That was very, very long ago. But
so what made you buy it even after you found out what
being
was
young
said?
and stupid. That's about it. And
so now you wouldn't buy a Tommy Hilfiger product, knowing what you know now.
No, I wouldn't buy it because it's not it. That's why I wouldn't buy it.
But if it was it, like if it was in and it was in style and it was the trend,
I still wouldn't buy it.
You wouldn't buy it knowing what you know now.
Of course.
Yeah, and because you're now more mature and aware, and you are one of those leaders who are trying to make a change and put your foot down, pretty much, right? And
I'm not. I'm definitely trying to tell people to, stand up for what's right and be strong about what you're standing up for and be strong about what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But everybody can't make change. Everybody's not strong enough to make change.
No,
I'm not saying that I'm not strong enough to make change, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've done anything so far as for the community. Like I sit there and I study for myself and I, you know what I'm saying, I educate myself. But I'm not. I post it on social media, yes. Yeah. But I'm a person today that want to say that I want to go forth and making change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I have.
But even if you don't make the change yourself, you can join up with a group who's trying to make a change. You know,
we need to form a group that's trying to make change.
And this is what I'm saying. You had made a statement. I'm sorry. You made a statement and you said that sometimes not everybody is strong enough, right? To lead. So you don't always have to be the leader. You can be the follower. It's not a bad thing to follow. Yes, it's not. As long as you're following the right people and the right things. You know what I'm saying? That's how you become a leader. That's by following. That's so true. I'm so glad you said that. Like you said, everybody does not have the strength to sit there and educate themselves and then educate other people, especially people that are not trying to understand what you're talking about and even acknowledge what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not strong enough to get past that part. Well, I'm glad that we could get that clear. That obviously we're going to put our foot down and we're not going to be buying. Have you ever bought a Gucci or a Prada product or wore a Gucci or a Prada product?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Would you go forward knowing what you know now today to still
honestly
support or invest in?
Honestly,
because you a fashion king, bro. Every time I see you, I be like,
but honestly, I design myself, so
right now you got your own.
Yeah, and I've done supported all my life.
Big up.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm gonna continue creating and building on what I got. So.
Yes. Do you wanna mention your clothing line or not as yet?
Mitch Match Made Instagram.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all follow that. Right. Yeah. So and. I know, like, growing up, because you always had the hottest and the latest things, but I love the fact that now, as we're getting older and, watching us, elevate and change, I'm seeing you doing your own thing when it comes to fashion.
Right.
You're creating your own products now, so that's really,
right.
That's another way of you putting your foot down.
It's about just being innovative. Like, I get inspired by everything. Like, it's just not me, it's not... Honestly, like, if you want me to be honest, like, things I look at, things I feel, things I smell. Like, it's everything. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just everything I put together in my mind that just makes me want to create and make me want to consistently go. Just like, there's nothing to think about for me. Like, that's just is a feeling. Like, it's a vibe. Energy is, for me, energy is real. And I just ride and flow with energy, you know?
Well, I got a question. Before we move on from this topic, do you guys think that if the colors were different, because we all know that obviously in the Gucci product that they had that looked like the black face, we all know that obviously their colors are red, black, and I believe is it green?
Yeah.
That's Gucci's colors, right? Their go-to colors.
I believe so.
Do you think that if the colors were different, it would have made a difference?
I definitely think that it might have
it's possible.
made a difference.
I believe that.
It definitely would have made a difference.
Right.
Especially
I feel a little biased about that.
Especially if the variety of colors came out before that black, all black.
Because the idea of a turtleneck with the mouth cut out, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Unless you go on skiing or something, I don't get the fashion statement. Like,
I don't get it.
Well, they have like similar pullover masks
I
like
can get that, but just the bottom, I don't get it.
Once you
I just
see
think it was a
people
bad
taking
fashion
offense to
decision.
it,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Right.
And the like, I guess the lips,
it just put the icing on the cake.
Right. I agree. I totally agree, and I'm glad that we can all come to an agreement and say, hey, we're gonna put our foot down. And we are not going to invest. Listen, I never bought a Prada. Or first of all,
I'm not buying Gucci.
I was always simple.
And I was looking at some Gucci, but I ain't buying it.
You know, but at least I know now that wouldn't be a product that I would invest in the future. And, you know, I'm not that disappointed because I never invested in them anyways.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, yeah. I'm glad we could all come to that agreement. I appreciate you, Cece. I appreciate you, Good Dollars.
As well.
Yeah, we all gotta come together. We all gotta, you know, put our foot down and be a leader or follow the right leaders.
Of course,
Absolutely.
you definitely have to follow the right leaders.
And support your own.
If you're gonna be a follower,
support your own. We gotta support our own.
You better be.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're not, try.
At least now we know for sure who does not want to take a stand. Yes, Lyrica from Lovin' Hiphop. Your caption does not matter. The fact that you still posted the picture after this issue makes it a big issue.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stella, and thank you so much for tuning in to Stella Talks, the real talk, because we talk nothing but realness here in Track World Studios. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you click that little bell so you know when we upload more videos.